And we are good to go. So good evening, guys. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Excited to see everybody. I love doing these. I am just pleased as punch anytime I get to see all of your beautiful faces, your smiles. It makes the day better. I don't know about you guys, but I love starting the day with your faces Monday through Friday. And I love Saturday and Sunday as well, because I get to see all y'all. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And I want to kick off by saying congratulations to everybody leveling up. Holy moly. Have you guys seen the quantity, right? Like we have so many more posts, but the quality, like I look in there, I'm like, oh goodness, I'm going to have to up my Facebook game to keep up with all y'all, because there is so much in there. And so that's a little tip, that one of the perks is we can kind of copy each other when we go out into the real world. So I can see a beautiful post by Steve and I can go make it mine and put it on my page, right? Like put Andrea into it. Don't just copy and paste, but I can go put my spin, but I can learn from you guys. So great job. And thank you so much for the fantastic content that I can borrow and go put out on social media so I can benefit as well. So thank you all for that. And if you guys are not a part of our group yet, so hold on. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but all right, we got it. All right, so thank you, Anthony, if you cleared that up. I appreciate it. But if you guys are not a part of Level Up Life yet, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat. So if you're not there, go ahead and click on that link. It'll take you over to Facebook.
Andrea, could I show something? Could I break in and show something?
Break away.
Okay, I'm about to share my screen real quick. I hope everything works right for me here. I got to give some shout outs, because, I mean, just as you were talking, like, hopefully you can give me just a second.
Take your time.
So couple of things. Can you see it?
No.
You can't see Level Up?
No.
Okay.
I see a black screen. Can anybody else see it?
Well, I did something wrong. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay, now now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Anthony's laughing at me over there. It's okay, Anthony. Go laugh away, laugh away. So
it's with love. It's with love.
So can you see that, Andrea?
I can.
Oh, well, look right now. There's your dinner you had tonight. Everybody know. Listen, I absolutely love it. I want to give big shout outs. You know, I mean, Dr. Crystal Vance jumping into a dress for a wedding this weekend. Her nephew, I believe, if I got that right. But I mean, got into a dress that she hadn't been able to get into. Todd Rowland leveling up out at the beach. I mean, it's just, I go down through here. There's Ashley Paulsen talking about, you know, her exercise and her run. And what I love, Andrea, is the people that are commenting back. Tad Niblett is on here all the time congratulating people. Great job, great job. Keep it up. Look at Karen Page here. You know, I could go on. Claudia, I see Claudia on tonight. Listen, so proud of Claudia. I mean, day 12, she walked 2 miles, ended up running a mile. I mean, unbelievable, Claudia. Great job. But I could go on through. And then some lifestyle posts. I love this. Like going to the ballpark, watching the A's, the Athletics play. Love this. I mean, Deborah is out there kickboxing. I don't want to get close to her. She'll kick me in the head. Deborah, keep it up. And then I love, look, 12 comments. People are absolutely great job. Awesome job. Way to go. Great job, lady. So here's the thing. I'm going to move off of this. I could go on and on and on. This community, Andrea, is exploding. And one of the things that I love, I'm going to move back, hopefully, to my screen. One of the things that I love is the accountability and the people that's taking their time to go in and make comments and go, great job, Claudia. Great job, Deborah. Great job, Steve. You know, it's those little acts of kindness that go so far. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're not a part of Level Up Life, make yourself be a part of that tonight. And if your team's not a part of this page, go make them a part of it. They're going to be blessed. So Andrea, I'll turn it back.
Thank you. I'm putting the link in again real quick so you guys can find it. But thank you, Coach. Yes, those posts are so powerful. So proud of what everybody's doing over there. And real quick, I just wanted to share an upcoming event that we have. So Coach, you heard him. He was talking about it, but we're going to be going and seeing Arlena Reed, Linda Ross, Sandy McFarland, and all of you out there in Arkansas. So if you are anywhere within driving distance of Hot Springs, Arkansas, come with us. We've got a phenomenal event coming up on September 18th. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of learning, and we're going to be leveling up together. So we'd love to see you guys there. So I wanted to share that really quickly.
Andrea, can I jump in on this?
Absolutely.
This is going to be a great event on that day. And I just wanted to put in the chats because, you know, obviously we're locking down rooms. We're saying this is going to be an event that if you're anywhere around being able to get to Hot Springs, Arkansas, please, please, please get there. And because it's just going to be great. A lot of stuff in regard to level up. And this is Sandy McFarland's number. And if I misspelled something, I'm sorry. This is Sandy McFarland's number. If you would RSVP, if you're coming, if you know you're coming to Hot Springs, Arkansas, just your name, your state you're coming from, and where we can lock you down. Free to attend. It's not going to cost you anything. We're going to have apparel there. We're going to have a level up stuff. So it's going to be a great, great event, but also something that can ignite your business, which is why we do it. So Andrea, I'll turn it back to you.
Absolutely. I love it. I thank you so much. And so with that, going to be a really great event. I cannot wait to see all of these faces that we haven't seen for a few minutes. So I cannot wait about that. And hopefully you guys have seen, if you haven't, you've been hiding in a closet, but we have a beautiful brand new website, right? So if you haven't seen it yet, go on and get on there. And my favorite way to get there is to go to rx.newage.com. And that's how I prefer to go there. I'm looking, I watched Brent move up. I'm like, is he unmuting? Nope, not. He's doing something. All right, sorry, I was watching you, Coach. See if you were jumping on. So that is our website, and it's brand new, right? So it's completely different. Thank you, Brent Palmer. It's completely different than what we're used to. So if today's your first day and the first time going there, it's very intuitive. You'll go on there, you're going to know it very easily. But if you knew our old site, it can take a second to figure it out because you're so used to doing it differently. So what I highly recommend is you check out the videos. Corporate put on a bunch of different videos on how to do all the things that we need to do on the website, how to fix our subscription or auto delivery, how to check our commission, how to look at our volume, how to log in, right? All the basics that we need to do. There are a bunch of videos and you can find those all over the place. I just put in the chat Brent Palmer's YouTube channel. So all of them are there. They're posted in Level Up Life. They're posted in New Age Nation. They're on Anthony Moreland's YouTube channel. And I believe they're on Chris Doyle's YouTube channel. So if you can get to any of those places, you can watch these videos. And they're literally like the longest one is 5 minutes. Most of them are under 2. So they're fast, they're easy, and it's exactly what you need to know in order to build your business and use the new website. So go watch those, go check them out. And then the app, if you guys haven't downloaded it yet, or if you have and maybe it wasn't working for you, get back in there and clear out your cache and go play with it. If you don't know how to go into your settings and clear cache, well, I can't tell you, but it's not
YouTube
hard.
it. YouTube it.
Yeah. Oh no.
YouTube. You can
it's
YouTube anything.
Yes, you can, but it's very simple. I think you go to settings and just click clear cache, just scroll down. Anthony could probably tell us. But it's very simple to do. And there are incredible training videos in there. It's working really, really well. So I highly recommend that you guys download that and get it ready on your phone. And the last thing, and Coach, we had talked about this earlier. Did you want me to screen share for the credit card thing or just talk about it?
Just talk about it. Be fine.
Okay, perfect. So one of the things that a few people have seen, not the majority, but a couple of us have seen this, where when we went in, so if you've been with the company for a minute, right? So maybe you're coming over from one of the other companies and you've been here for a while, some of the old credit cards that were on your account can be in your account. And so you want to make sure that you log in. So go to your back office, log in, scroll down to your settings and look at your payment. And on there, it's going to show, there'll be an X next to the current card that the company is going to use to charge you for your auto delivery, your subscription. So I would just make sure that it's a current card, because we've seen one or two that it was an expired card, or maybe it was your debit card, now you want a credit card, or vice versa. If you've made any changes to your credit card, over the last 10 years or however long you've been involved, you might want to just look there and make sure that the one with the X is the card that you want to use. And if it's not, you have a couple of options. You can reach out to me and I can gather that and I can reach out to corporate for you. Or if maybe you want to call corporate directly, you can do that as well. So I'll put my phone number in the chat at some point, but so you can reach out to me or you can call corporate directly. So that was kind of the housekeeping items that I wanted to talk to y'all about. But now we have some fun stuff. So Coach, was there anything else you wanted to talk about there?
Absolutely not. So as far as the credit card, just take the time to go look yourself and go into the system and just make sure that the X is on your current credit card. Okay. That's really simple to do. Take you a few seconds to do that. And you're set up and you're in check and you're commission eligible and all that good stuff. And if you do need to reach out to somebody, like Andrea said, shoot one of us a text message. But you're going to see over the next week, 2 weeks, the customer service lines get better and better and better. And the callback has already been better. You can throw in to get called back to, and they're reaching back out. So that time has even gotten better towards the end of the week. This thing is just going to continue to get better and better and better. And if you're on here tonight, it's one of those things where when you do something miraculous, it takes time to beautify it. And I've been blown away. They're working 7 days a week, 24-hour shifts. The IT department is, and I'm telling you, it's unbelievable the updates that they're bringing to the table just every hour. So it's going to be beautiful. So Andrea, I'll turn it back to you. That's all I had.
All right, beautiful. Thank you. Well, guys, I have a treat lined up for you. We have a treat lined up for you. And I'm so excited because I truly have the rock star of leveling up that's going to be on here tonight. So I'm going to do a quick screen share that I forgot how for a second there, but that's okay. So we have Ms. Ashley Paulsen jumping on here tonight. And if you guys have been involved with New Age for a couple minutes, you've watched her just level up her business consistently for quite some time now. I mean, we're talking years, and it's been phenomenal to watch. I've definitely learned a lot from her. So Ashley, if you wouldn't mind unmuting and jumping on with me here tonight. Thank you. Oh.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, lady. How are you?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me good?
I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, I'm like, why did I get so big? Thank you, Anthony. That was a little terrifying, but I'm glad that you're here with me. So I'm just going to stare at you and ignore the rest. So thank you so much for being on here. And thank you for always being such an inspiration in person and online. You are phenomenal. So when I say you are the rock star of leveling up, I absolutely mean it. So thanks for joining us. And I just was hoping you could kick us off tonight with just sharing kind of the power of social media, because you have just ramped up incredibly, and what it has done for your business by sharing your transformation and everything that you've been doing on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on. Super excited. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. getting ready and preparing for the week. But a little bit about what I want to share tonight is I absolutely love the level up movement that we have going on for a lot of different reasons. Like so many, I probably can't even share all of them with you tonight, but really the level up and being a product of your product really takes you away from having to sell or away from having to feel like you're, pushing it on people or I look back over the last 6 years that I've been in this industry and I look back at some of my posts that I did, right? You got to be bad before you're good and you're going to be good before you're great. Cause I look back at some of those and I'm like, what was I thinking? Right. But continuously being active on social media, because when you become a product of your product and you're simply sharing with others, right? This level up movement is so easy to share with people. How many people want to get out and walk? How many people need to drink more water? That was a huge thing for me. I am not a big soda drinker. I really never have been, but getting my gallon of water in every single day, that's a level up for me. I love water. I drank it anyway, even before we started level up, but drinking a gallon, that's no joke, right? Like it's pushing us and it's helping all of us level up. But when we're leveling up, you're going to level up in a lot of different arenas. It's going to be your health. It's going to be the way your body looks from getting that daily movement in. It's going to be, like Todd says, with your water, the way your skin is. But really within it, you're going to be also leveling up your business. And so I highly encourage you. I know with the daily activity sheet, I'm crossing mine off every single day, posting on social media, right? But at the bottom of the paper, and you guys probably can't see that with my background, it says before photo and after photo. Take your before photos, right? A lot of you know that I lost over 40 pounds last year. I try to share my before and after photos at least once a week. Yep, Andrea has it there. Right at the bottom, it says before photo, after photo. So if you are just starting, right? I just started this level up last Tuesday. I took my before photo. I'm going to take it after the 60 days is done, because when you have those images, and sometimes taking those pictures are uncomfortable, but think about what that after photo is going to look like, right? You're pushing yourself and you're getting to that end goal, that end result. But really, when you become a product of your product and you have a before and an after photo, those are so, so powerful, but also using some other people's until you can create your own, right? And I love it. I love the level up movement for, like I said, a lot of different reasons, but I love it because it's helping me hold myself accountable. I shared yesterday on the Saturday morning training. A lot of you know that I do my daily morning walk. I always go out and do a walk. Ever since COVID happened, I wanted to get out and get exercise, more so just get out of my house and get some fresh air, but really just helping myself be accountable. But now I get to post it in the group. Huge shout out to Val Randall today. She did a post about filling up her supplement box, right? So are you taking your optimals? Are you taking your BioPro Q? Are you do you have all those? Are you preparing them for the week? And I was like, thanks so much for that reminder. I went out and got my pill box and I filled them all up for the entire week. So you're setting yourself up for success. But really just monetizing your social media and becoming more comfortable with it. Like I said, I look back at a lot of my posts and I'm like, what was I thinking? But I was also being active, right? I was also doing something, because when you do something, something happens. And so when you have this level up, a lot of times I post my walk and my daily level up, and I'm posting my stuff in my stories. I'm not necessarily flooding my Facebook feed all the time. If I do have a post and it makes sense to put hashtag level up, I'm going to continue to do that. If it's, with my post, if it makes sense with my post. But a lot of times I'll just do that in my Facebook stories. So then the next day I can go in and do my daily walk run, right? And so you're being consistent, because if people see you on there being consistent, they know that they can team up and be consistent with you. So hopefully that made sense.
So much sense. And you said a couple of things that I thought were really, really powerful. One, that we can borrow from other people, like we can use other people's posts before we have our big transformation. Or maybe we don't have one that's going to show too much in a photo, right? So I love that we can use other people's in order to be successful. And then that kind of given us permission to be bad before we're good. We've all got to start somewhere. We've all got to learn. And then I absolutely love, and I've felt this too. I've done some pretty cringy posts before. They're like, oh my gosh, like it didn't even feel good when I was doing it. I'm like, well, I'm just going to hit it. I'm just going to try it anyway. But to be able to just be a part of a movement, it takes away all that ick inside. So I'm absolutely loving it too. And thanks, Valerie. I'm going to go fill my pillbox too. That's such a great idea. So I've got one. It's just not filled up right now. So with that, I wanted to ask you, I've got two questions for you. They're kind of the same, but I was hoping you could tell us maybe your number one tip for enrolling a customer, like not how to, but what you do to attract customers to your business. And then what do you do to attract brand partners to your business?
That's a tough one. It's a tough one because, and I'm not saying this to brag, I really truly don't get a whole lot of customers. When I'm sharing what we have to offer, I always share the whole story. I always share the whole vision, right? Because you really never know what people are looking for. You know, they might want to lose the 40 pounds that I just lost, but they also might want to help paying their house payment, right? And so it's always sharing the whole story. And I think that's my biggest tip, kind of combining both of those questions. A lot of times we get into, you know, I've done it. I'm not going to lie, over the last 6 years, I've done it. I've been like an expert on this, trying to know what's in it. But really, when you just simplify the process and keep it so simple and let the tools do the work for you. So like I said, when I share my before and after photos, or I'm sharing different stuff on social media, I'm immediately plugging them into the Level Up Life page. I don't get them on a Zoom. I don't get them on a call. I don't do anything. I plug them into that group and I let the group do the work for me. Right. And so that's my hugest tip probably for that, is because you're going to plug people in there. I have my before and after photo on there. We're each posting our daily activities for Level Up, right? But they're going to go in there and they're going to see this community of people who are all on the same mission, just to become better versions of themselves. Right. So it's not just what my skinny drops can do for them. It's how can I help empower them and encourage them to go on a journey with us. And I think just keeping it so simple and plugging them into that group. Literally when they write, I had a lady write me yesterday morning. I enrolled a brand partner yesterday and one tonight. And then I had a lady private message me yesterday morning when I had woken up, and she said, tell me more about your skinny drops. And I just said, hey, Mary, I'm just on a mission to level up my life and help level up those around me. We actually have a Facebook page. I could tag you in a quick video and a few quick posts. You can check it out. Send me a thumbs up when you watch the video. She sent me the video, you know, and then it's like, if she does have more questions, maybe getting on a 3-way call, getting that third party validation, maybe hopping on a just Zoom call with just you and her. But it's keeping that. I've enrolled so many people just off that Level Up Life Facebook page, because they go in there and they see so many people having success, but they also see so many people, not just Ashley Paulsen, rooting for them, right? Like we all root for each other. And so there's so much power within that page. And if you're doing the Level Up right now, huge kudos. But also don't forget to encourage, like Brent had scrolled, right? There's so many different people, like encourage and empower those people, because when you're plugging new people into that group, into that tool, they're going to see, oh, Brent Palmer's actually going to comment on my post. Trina's going to comment on my post. Ronnie's going to comment on my post. So it's a lot of people on that same mission, encouraging each other. So hi, Brent Palmer.
Hello, Ashley. So I've got to jump in for a second, because I think for, you know, just like the water bottle, just like drinking a gallon of water a day, just like committing to post every day in Level Up Life, you've used the group, okay, and you're starting, and you have recruited a lot of brand partners to your team from the group, which should tell all of us, why are we not adding people to the group to let them experience the community and see what we're doing? But could you answer this one question? Do you have something you do every day? Okay, so we're going to drink a gallon of water today, or you're going to drink a gallon of water tomorrow. We already know that. Do you have something else you do as far as reaching out? Do you have a set? Do you have a, like, I'm going to reach out to 3 people. I'm going to add somebody to level up life. I mean, do you have a daily method for bringing in, I guess, recruits, I mean, prospects to look at? What do you do there to keep yourself accountable and more in a daily routine?
Right. So I'm total old school. I have a notebook. And I actually, when I'm on social media and I'm doing posts and people are engaging or they're private messaging, I literally, if they show any type of interest, I write their name on, I have my specific notebook that I have just for these people, because I don't want anyone to slip through the cracks. And so a lot of times when you're consistent and persistent on social media, people are watching you. I promise. Like, they might not reach out to you on that exact post, but in a week from now, if you're still doing the same thing, they're going to reach out to you, or in a month, right? Just depending on their time and their terms. But really, I always do my social media posts. I'm always following up with people. I take probably 30 minutes to an hour every single day just to follow up with people that I've already talked to or continue a conversation. And then obviously there's a benefit of adding people into that group, because you can go back once you've added them, right? Don't add them and forget about them. They're in there. They can see it. Now it's the following up. So a lot of times when I add people to that group, I say, send me a thumbs up when you watch the video, or send me a thumbs up. I always give them an action item when I'm ending the conversation. So then I always have something to go into. But going into that Facebook group, if you have added people and you haven't enrolled them as a brand partner or a customer, go back. You can see who you've added on there, and your members are the members. You can see who your friends are that you've added in there. So I highly encourage you, if you have added people, definitely go back and start following up on some of those conversations, because they're going to start seeing the level up stuff right now too, which is a prime time to kind of reach back out to them.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Ashley.
Thanks.
Well, so now you guys get why we say that Ashley is the rock star of Level Up. I mean, that was phenomenal information. Like, I took quite a bit of notes. Like, one, we all need to make sure we're sharing the whole story, right? Like, it can feel comfortable. Somebody asks me, what am I doing to lose weight? I can say skinny drops, and I can leave it right there. Or I can add them to the group and let them see everything that we have to offer, and possibly get a partner to join me, right? Go create their own movement. Let the group do their work, right? Who doesn't want to, like, we don't want to, what's the saying? I don't want to be the tool, let's use the tool, right? So I love that. And then the power of the community and credibility in there. So that was phenomenal. And then focusing on following up. So I loved everything about that. You're awesome, Ashley. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to turn the floor to you to bring on Brandi. So Brandi, you can unmute yourself, and hopefully, thank you, Anthony. You're awesome. And I can hide for this. Hi, Brandi. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Yes, you too.
Thanks for being on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, Miss Brandi. So I'm actually going to introduce Brandi tonight for a few different things. I've actually known Brandi probably all my life. I can't even tell you the age that we were when we first got to be friends. However, when Andrea reached out and she said, can you and Brandi be on the call tonight? I think she's on your team. And I was like, actually, she's not. She's like, she's not? And I was like, no. I said, funny enough, I've literally known her probably my entire life. And I said, and she's not on my team. And it was a huge thing at that moment. And my light bulb clicked that, like, people are around you, whether they're friends, whether they're family, whether they're college roommates, like whoever it is, they're going to hear about New Age someday. They're going to hear about this opportunity. And so it's mouth open, store open, right? A lot of times we get so caught up in our own heads, and it's like, oh, I don't want to reach out to her because it's ripping all that off and really just fully engaging in life right now, because Brandi is one of those that I have known my whole life. She's not in my business, but we do work together. And I actually want to introduce her. She is from Stephenville, Texas. So down there in the southern heat, but sharing just a little bit about your story. And then obviously I know right now you're huge and with the Level Up movement right now, and really just how it's encouraged you and how it's empowered you, but really just how it's helped you push forward and have that accountability for yourself. So if you just want to share a little bit, Brandi.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited to share with everybody and so glad you're here this Sunday night with us. I started in the business about 6 years ago. I had a lot of health issues. I was on over 30 supplements a day, just trying to get by and live life. And my health took a turn, and I've just been healthy and thriving and doing good. And right after joining the business, I was getting married that year. And the next year we had a baby. And then we moved from Wyoming to Texas, and just life. And I haven't been super active. I've stayed watching the products and what's coming and the merge, and I don't like change. And so it kind of stressed me out. And so I just watched. And, but about 2 years ago, I started a personal journey, just an internal one, and have really just found a lot of growth. And the biggest thing that I've noticed is what the effects of the stuff that I'm using on my body, in my body, around my body, just by changing my energy and my vibration, all of a sudden something just didn't resonate with me anymore. And I had to find an alternative. And every time I just coming back to the RX products and the RX products. And, one example is perfume. I used to wear perfume every single day and have a Scentsy going in the house. I just love coming in the house and it's smelling good. And then one day, like, those things didn't resonate with me anymore. It wasn't the smell or anything, but I just I couldn't do it. And I just knew my body was like, like that's just bringing it down and I can't go there. We're up here now. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I just learned, every day in this Level Up experience, I've either learned something new or I've accomplished something new, or I've just been able to level up past my normal. And one of the things that I learned, Dr. Ginger was sharing about the effects of perfume and all these things and how they leave a toxic residue on our body, and then it goes into our body and then it affects us. And I'm like, oh, well, that's why that came up. All right. So, it's, I was just sharing with a friend, these products are just, I'm OCD. And when I say clean, I mean, we're talking squeaky clean. For me to say they're clean, they're squeaky clean, because my level of clean's up here. And, you don't know what you don't know. So unless you're a nutrition expert, there's good products out there. There's great products out there, but you have to be a nutrition expert to really weed through, some of those good products to know. And, these products, our nutrition and our supplements combined with how clean they are, the processing, it just sets a foundation for our bodies that, I truly believe our bodies were meant to heal themselves. And these products just give them the foundation to do that. In regards to the community and the Level Up, I mean, that's where I really have kind of stepped back in. I've always been active. I've worked out. I've obviously been health conscious and trying to change things. And I'm like, I can get on board with this. And one of the things that I learned in my journey, we need community. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I like to be by myself, but human beings thrive in community. So I'm like, okay, this is a community that I can be in and be a part of, and I can thrive in it. So I'm going to do this. And I just stepped into it fully. And, one of the things that I love is, we're a united front. We're all looking for the same thing. We're here to level up. So it just unites us together as this whole. And it's, it makes you see that, it's not a destination you're headed to. It's a movement. We're making a movement. And it's not that we need to become something better. We're already great. We're just finding the greatness that's already there, and inspiring each other and building each other up and lifting each other up. And that's been so exciting. And it truly just lights a fire in you, and you want it, you want to level up, you want to do better and get rid of the old ways that just aren't serving us anymore. So that's been my biggest takeaway.
I love that. I love that so much. And I love how you said that about the community and how you are an introvert, right? I really think that being in a community like this with a lot of like-minded people who are on the same mission, it doesn't matter if you're an introvert. It doesn't matter if you're an extrovert. It doesn't matter if you're a male or woman or young or old. It's all of us really just all on the same movement to just become a better version of ourselves and helping those around us. And so I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for hopping on here and sharing with us this evening. I see Brent
Hey.
Palmer unmuted.
Yes, I did. I unmuted because Brandi, congratulations. I've been watching you on Level Up Live, and I'm like, I got to watch the same transformation with Ashley Paulsen. I got to watch the same transformation with Dr. Crystal Vance, and I'm like, and I can go just down the list, Sandy McFarland that's on here tonight, unbelievable transformation. But I was just with you in Arkansas, and there's going to be an event coming up for some people somewhere, right? We just announced Hot Springs. I know there's others that will be coming up, or maybe it's just a local function in your area. Can you just, you don't have to spend much time, Brandi, but could you share what that event meant to you? Like you came there with Dr. Crystal Vance, but what happened at the event? Like something changed, something clicked, something happened.
Honestly, it really comes back to the community and just the inspiration. Going to those events, you're inspired by leaders that inspire you, and that inspires you to want to inspire. Like, I sit with my visions and my dreams every morning, and I was just the last 2 days I've been sitting and I'm like, I want to inspire like I've been inspired. And then 5 minutes later, Ashley texts me and she's like, will you come on and speak tonight? And I'm like, okay, yes, I would love to. The events are just so important because they just open your eyes, to what's possible, and just really set a fire in you to help others. I was praying every day that something in my life could change. Like I said, I was on 30 supplements a day, just trying to get by. And I was praying, and I want to be the answer to somebody's prayer.
Absolutely, Brandi. And the beauty of it is those people walk by us every single day, that are praying, but not necessarily telling us that things are going on in their life, whether it's their health, whether it's their finances. What do you realize? I mean, and Brandi, you're a great example of it. I'm a great example. Ashley is, Andrea is. The world we live in today, probably one of the best dealers out there, one of the best dealers of hope out there. Yes, people want to self-care rather than worry about health care down the road. And that's what we're doing with leveling up our life. Yes, people want to level up their finances. That's a big portion of letting us lay down at night and feel like we're taken care of financially. But I want to tell you, our world needs community. Our world needs a group of people leading with love, loving on people, helping people, encouraging people, bragging on them, keeping them accountable. And that's exactly what the Level Up community is going to do. And so, Brandi, you're an example of that. You're an ambassador of that. And the post you make, I see, and I couldn't be more happy to have you on our team. So thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you both. That was incredible. And Coach, don't go anywhere because now it's your turn. So
I've kind of taken my turn a couple of times.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's why we love you.
Ashley, Paul, I got to give a shout out to Ashley and Brent. I mean, it's unbelievable. what's going on. And I say this all the time, Andrea, and I'm going to brag on you for a minute, because the engagement that's happening on your Facebook, and I mean, we see it like the post, it's called attractive marketing. Like, people are coming to you, and the same thing I've watched happen with Ashley, and you know, but here's what I always say. If you're sitting on here tonight going, you know what, I'm just kind of bad at it right now, then go let one of these people show you the way, right? And because that's what they did.
Mhm.
So go follow Andrea Rosser, go follow Ashley Paulsen, and watch what they're doing, and go just uh, just kind of recultivate it to you personally. Okay. So Andrea, I'll turn it to you. Sorry for stealing all the time.
No, I love it. That's great. And Ashley, Brandi, that was beautiful. Brandi, you kind of got me. I'm gonna tell you, I've had a little bit of, because isn't that what we all want? We want to be the answer to somebody's prayer. We want to be the inspiration for somebody. Like, what a gift that is. So you definitely were tonight. Thank you so much for being on, and I'm so grateful for you. And Ashley, you're amazing. You're the rock star of Leveling Up, and I'm so grateful for your time as well. So, Coach, now it's your turn.
My
So
turn.
your turn. Officially, the floor is yours. I had a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about. So obviously, we have this brand new, shiny, brand new website. Would you just talk to us about it for a little bit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Every company in our industry has to modify their websites. We did it in our previous company a couple of times. And what I love about what we have in our hand is it's a lot more capable of doing everything we needed to do in the field. Because see, it doesn't matter to me. I've been blessed to be able to build on a large scale in this industry, in other countries. And when I look at a company, I go, can we scale it up? Like, what I mean by that is, if I'm in Hot Springs, Arkansas this week, and I talk to somebody that has a relative in Mexico, or has a relative in Africa, or has a connection in Denver, Colorado, or you know that connection, if my company is ready to scale up, it can benefit my business financially. Not only my business, but the team and the distributors I bring into the organization as time goes on. That's what our websites do. Our website behind the scene was designed to do one thing, or a couple of things. It was designed to make enrollment easy, to where literally your prospects, with one hand on their cell phone, could enroll. And that's what you got your hands on. Now, it's a few weeks away from being this perfect machine, but the fact that we have, and we had the willingness of a company that said, you know what, call it glow up, if you will. We need to glow up. We need to get prettier. We need to be able to scale up our company to 1 billion, 2 billion. We need to be able to launch, maybe India one day. But you know what? It's not available if your engine is at capacity. And our engine was at capacity. So Andrea, when I look at it, I go, yeah, there's hiccups, and yes, there's challenges, and yes, I'm having to wait online, and there's days, you've heard me, there's days that I've been like, but at the end of the day, I go, I got a company that's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's really all I can ask. Now, I know we got a beautiful, beautiful thing coming, and is already here. I mean, every day it just is just more fine tuned. But the biggest thing I care about is tonight, can I enroll a customer? Can I enroll a brand partner? Can I get my commissions? Will they ship the product? And all of that is yes tonight for us on the new system.
And it's fast. I'll tell you, enrolling people is so much easier. Once you figure it out, you got to figure it out. I'm kind of an old dog, so new tricks are a little hard sometimes, but it is quick. So yes, thank you so much. And with that, kind of a partner to that is our revamped app. Do you have anything you want to share with us about that this evening?
Yeah, I would tell everybody that on the app, the first thing I would do is, first of all, download the new HShare app. If you have some challenges, you go to like Andrea said, remove your cache, take it off, and then go back in it. And once you get in it, then there's some videos there that I would watch. I think it's under tips, and there's short videos. And I would watch those, and I would look at it from two angles. One, from your own, because you'll learn something, right? And then the second angle I would look at from it is when you have a new brand partner enroll, getting them to download the app, getting them to watch those tip videos, and again, you're duplicating yourself.
And I'm slowly, because I can't do two things at once, slowly typing how to clear your cache. So if you guys don't know how to do it, it's in the chat. So there you go. You're good to go. So perfect. So now kind of switch gears a little bit and talk to us a little bit, because I see your background and I see your posts. So what is Brent Palmer doing? How are you using Level Up to grow your business?
It's really interesting because I'm 45 years old. I've been in the health and wellness industry now for over 10 years, building a business, having great products at my fingertips. And I look at older pictures of me when I was a high school coach and other things, and I really feel like I go do my blood work and stuff, and a lot of times when I do that, they're like, we won't see another patient this week that's got those readings. And I know why that is, because I love Mexican food and all, bowls of ice cream and you name it. So I know what it is. I know it's the daily supplements I'm taking. It's the Limu 5X that I've drank for 10 years, and it's now MOA is another product I incorporate in every day, and in all of the products. I don't want to leave one out, but I'll just say I embrace new age in our product portfolio. And I know that's why I'm here. But going back to Level Up. So we launched Level Up, and I just believe that if you're going to build in this industry, not everybody will, but if you're going to build, if you want, to be the leader you wished you had, then you got to lead by example. Like I say it all the time, and sometimes people make fun of me. You got to lead by the tongue in your shoes, not the tongue in your mouth. And I knew when we launched this Level Up program that it was game on for me. Like, I've got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, like, but I am, if you could see it on my desk, like I've got the tracker, I've got the papers in front of me. I'm going to post. I'm telling you, I'm going to post on Level Up Life every day. I'm going to get my exercise in, because Andrea, I've been somebody that I can put my head down and work 18 hours a day. And what ends up happening is my health depletes. How many of you can fall into that category? Your job, you just work, then you raise kids and there's no time for you. And then your health starts being affected. And so for me, what the Level Up community has done is just, it's exciting for me, because I get to lead. I get to be a leader. I get to lead with the tongue in my shoes and actually do the work. And sometimes make crazy posts like, I'm not ready for beast mode. I can't do beast mode right now. So I would say I'm kind of in that phase 1. Sometimes I'm feeling it and I jump up to phase 2. But the bottom line is, and Brandi said it the best tonight, I'm leveling up Brent Palmer. I'm going to be a better version of myself. And I believe, Andrea, if we each do that, then there's somebody in the weeds, there's somebody in the bushes watching us do that. I mean, there's somebody watching Tad Niblett level up. And so his team's growing. There's somebody watching, Brandi level up and her team's going to grow. And there's somebody watching, I could go on and on, Melissa Jackson. And so not to just keep going on and on and on, but I would tell anybody, like, download that Track Your Daily Activity. Remember, you can find all of this in Level Up Life in the top. I think it's under, what is it under, Andrea?
Files.
But man, it's so easy to track your results, be a part of the community, and you go, is it really going to help me grow my business too? 1000%.
And this is the tracker, in case you guys don't know. So I wanted to show, because I know, and I turned off my background so you guys can all see. You might notice that I'm not always drinking out of my Purity water bottle. I drink out of these, but here's how, because this actually has our Purity filter in it. So just so you know, I'm not cheating. It's still Purity water. But I wanted you to talk about that. I know you have a system, right? You have a system that you cart around. You carry everything with you. You want to share?
Yeah, let me talk about that. Go back to the first page, just so everybody knows. If you're going, what does Brent Palmer do? Okay, well, this is it. So show them the book, Andrea, if you will. So it's just a book, 3-ring binder, inside of it, laminated, phase 1, day 1 through 60. And then I've got a laminated phase 2. And then I've got a laminated beast mode. And then because I want people to see it when I talk to them. Like, then right there, I mean, I've got, right there our order form and what it is. And if you subscribe and save, you get your pack, the shipping free, and I lay that out to them. I'm like, that's what it is. And then on the backside, if they want the beast mode pack, there it is. And then track your results. And as I'm showing them this, I get to the end and I'm like, man, join us, do it with us. You ready to get started? And I'm just stop and let them answer. And when they say yes, it's time to enroll. It's time to get them in, locking arms with us, because that's one of our challenges in Level Up. Like, I can drink a gallon of water today, but it says in phase 1 to get 4 people to level up with you. So right now for me, Andrea, I'll leave with this. I carry that around with me. Somebody enrolls, I get them to download it and get it on their phone and encourage them to have it in front of them, because we're visual learners. We need it in front of us. And then one of the things that I do every day is, my goal is to bring 3 people to the Level Up community a day. Okay, that's my goal. My goal is to tease people with the Level Up Life group. So when I'm sitting down with them, I'll show them the group. I'll get them in the group. Like, I want to reach out to 3 people, right, a day. And that's my challenge for myself, is like, Brent, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, in your community, friends, whatever, like you've got a goal of 3 every day before you go to bed. What you're going to do, where you're basically teasing them with Level Up some way, somehow, having communicate. And for somebody on here tonight, it might be 1. You might have to work your way up to 3. For overachievers, it might be 5. How fast do you want to get to the top? But the bottom line is, if we're going to do all of this in our daily tracker, then why not reach out to people and tell them what you're excited about? Let them hear your music. So turn it back to you.
I love that. I love that. And what I would love to close with, I want to go back and pull a tip from Ashley. So what she said, and we can all do that this week. Okay. So what she says is, she gets up, she makes her post. And maybe it's the one from the day before, but she's got a post on Facebook. And then she writes down in a separate notebook a list of people that showed any sort of interest. So she didn't say that they said, sign me up or, anything crazy, just any sort of interest. She writes them down and then she reaches out to them, messenger, text, phone call, however you all want to reach out, but she then starts the conversation. And so my challenge to all of us, myself included, is to, one, get myself a notebook and use it for that. And two, use that so that I always have a list of people that I can be working with so I can do what Coach just said to reach my 3. So that's my assignment for the week. If you guys choose to take it, I'm taking it from Ashley. You don't know Ashley, but you just gave us all an assignment. I'm doing it. Thank you so much for that. And Coach, do you have anything you want to close us down with?
Yeah, I think I want to close with some thought tonight. It really is that we all need one another. As I sit on here tonight, and as I look around to this community that jumped on here on a Sunday night, Andrea, I know you value everybody and you put time into thinking about bringing people on, but we all need one another in this world. And I can do some things that you can't do. And you can do some things that I can't do. And together, man, we're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, Andrea, that's what Level Up encompasses. Like if somebody wanted to know the culture of Level Up, it's that we all need one another. And there's things I'm great at that you're not great at. And there's things that you're great at that I'm not great at. But together, man, we make a beautiful masterpiece. And what Level Up is, it's a community where we're seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
And together, we're reaching new heights. Together, we're leveling up. Together, we're going to wear the brand. We're going to wear the rally around that with pride. And as people come on, we're going to celebrate their success. So tonight, I want to leave with this. If you're watching live or you're listening into the recording at any point, come to the movement. Like come get in the movement. You want your business to grow? Come get in the movement and watch what happens over the next 12 months. You want your health to be better? You want to take action in self-care rather than worrying about health care down the road? Then come be a part of the movement. You just want to mentally feel better day in and day out and be a better version of yourself? Come be a part of the movement. Mm-hmm. Because that's what the Level Up community is doing and going to continue to do. And so right now we're just extending our hands. We're saying, Andrea, just come be a part of us. Don't miss this and bring other people with you.
All right, mic drop. Thank you so much, Coach. Love you to pieces. Love all you guys. This truly was a phenomenal call. So thank you guys for spending your Sunday evening with us. We cannot wait to see y'all next week.
Thanks so much, Andrea.
Thank you, everybody.